50 years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. There are those who are asking the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating for whites only. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
This speech has become one of the most famous, influential, and transformative speeches in history. The march was seemingly a success, although hatred and violence against Black people seemed to continue. On November 22, 1963, the world received devastating, shocking news. JFK was assassinated. The man in the fight for justice and representing hope for the future had just died. Dreams were shattered. America's persistent violent climate proved that there was still a lot to do and to overcome. King even said that in these conditions, he saw the same thing happening to him and that he would never see his 40th birthday. In 1964, new President Lyndon Johnson was elected and America began the Vietnam War. The country was more divided than never before. King kept hope that greatest achievements were yet to come. He wasn't wrong. Johnson committed himself to complete Kennedy's work. In fact, later the same year, President Johnson's first achievement became his greatest, as passed a law prohibiting all racial discrimination, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which became the most important legislation bill signed since the 15th Constitutional Amendment of 1870.
Its purpose is not to punish. Its purpose is not to divide, but to end divisions. Divisions which have lasted all too long. Its purpose is national, not regional. This Civil Rights Act is a challenge to all of us to go to work in our communities and our states, in our homes and in our hearts, to eliminate the last vestiges of injustice in our beloved country. So, tonight I urge every American to join in this effort to bring justice and hope to all our people and to bring peace to our land.